The season is uneven. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about the Umbrella Academy Season 4, the final season. This season is only 6 episodes. They're a little over 50 minutes each. The last one is the longest episode, 69 minutes. The previous seasons were 10 episodes. I do not like when shows have their final season and then they just start slicing episodes. Everything feels rushed. In this particular instance, it feels uneven. So at the end of season 3, they change timelines. They end up in a timeline that is not theirs. They don't have their powers. The teams go their separate ways. It's 6 years later when we meet everyone. Luther is a stripper. It's not very good, but that's what he does. Diego and Lila are married. They have 3 kids. He's a delivery driver. Allison is an actress. She does a lot of commercials and a little bit of TV. Ben was in jail for about 4 years. He was doing some cryptocurrency stuff. 5 works for the CIA. Klaus is sober. He lives with Allison. He's like a crossing guard. He looks out for Allison's daughter. Victor runs a bar in Canada. So they still communicate with each other, here and there. Diego and Lila's daughter is having a birthday party, so they're trying to, get everybody together. Luther's trying to make sure everybody shows up to the party. Allison is hesitant because she's the one who pressed the button in season 3 to bring them there. So they're not really rocking with her like that. So most of them show up. Victor gets kidnapped, and this guy is like, hey, I need you to find my daughter. Something is going on. So the first 3 episodes of the season, I was interested because 1, they don't have their powers. And at some point they do get their powers back with some changes. But they were together, and it was cool seeing them all together and not having them split up or not interested in what's going on with each other. And that's what eventually happens after episode 3. They have to get answers. So everybody's like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Ben is like, I'm gonna do this. And everybody just splinters again. And they try to shoehorn in some of the things that we've seen in previous seasons. They try to shoehorn that stuff in to the storyline. Like Klaus gets his ability back, but then he has to go on some drug bender and things happen to him. I wasn't really enjoying his side mission because I was like, in this season, he spent time with his family. And yes, he was sober, and when he get his powers back, he does change. But it would have been cool to see him get his powers back and adapt to that and be there for the greater good. At some point, everybody else is doing their own thing. They forget about Victor. They forget about Ben and Jennifer, like trying to find them. And they sitting down and the news come on. They're like, oh yeah, that's where they are. Oh, we got to do that. The whole Lila and 5 time traveling thing, didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed when the moment where 5 is in the diner with all the other 5s. I would have liked to see that for an extended episode where he is talking with himself because he's the smartest one and he's always the one time traveling and seeing destruction. So if I would have spent more time with all the 5s, it would have been more interesting than 5 and Lila, and then it's like immediately we go back because it's condensed. We only have 6 episodes to throw this story in here, finish it, wrap it up. Let's get back to the main thing where the world is going to end. So it's uneven. First 3, really enjoyed the chemistry, seeing everybody back together, playing off each other, working together, traveling together. The gags that was happening when they were traveling, that part was fun and I was interested. And then as soon as they were like, okay, I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to do this, and everybody went their separate ways, it fell off. And I really enjoyed this show. Like in particular, the first 3 seasons was a lot of fun. We had 10 episodes. We have things fleshed out. We had side missions for each character. And this one kind of dropped the ball towards the end. The ending, the finale, after just watching it, my immediate reaction, I was like, I didn't enjoy what happened at the end, I wanted to see some type of, I don't know, fighting or something. It just felt like they were like, this is what we need to do. I enjoyed that they were together doing this. That was cool, to show that they are a dysfunctional family, but family nonetheless. But I don't know, the Umbrella Academy for 4 seasons, it's okay. I don't really like the last season being so short, and I waited for a while for this season to come out. Overall, I did enjoy the show, but this last season made it a little worse in my eyes. But if you're looking for a show, 4 seasons, it has an ending, because a lot of shows don't have an ending. It has an ending. I would recommend The Umbrella Academy on Netflix. 4 seasons, first 3 seasons, 10 episodes, and then you get 6. But those are just my thoughts on The Umbrella Academy. If you watch the show, let me know what you thought about it. Are you disappointed about the season? Who are your favorite characters? My favorite character is Diego in 5. I love the confidence Diego has, and he's out of his mind in this season because he doesn't have his abilities, and he still thinks he has his abilities. And 5 is just snarky, sarcastic guy. I really appreciate him. But let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.